Okay, tonight we want to talk about the coronavirus and how it is affecting the Catholic Church. I want to say hello to Bill, partner in crime out there. Okay, great. So, Bill, from what I understand right now, people don't shake hands at Mass because they're afraid of getting the coronavirus. And in Italy, they are not even doing baptisms. Uh, Amazing, amazing. So, what else is going on in Italy these days? I heard they having some
Well,
problems out there.
yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on, Joe. I mean, Italy has essentially been shut down over the last 48 hours. To my knowledge, there are no public masses. I'm hoping there are at least private masses being said, but to my knowledge, there are no public masses, no baptisms, no funeral masses, nothing. Closer to home in our country and other countries, as you pointed out, we are discouraged from shaking hands at the sign of peace. The In a lot of dioceses, the reception from the cup has been suspended. The Some churches, they hold hands during the Our Father. That's being discouraged. So there's definitely a quite a bit of fear and anxiety about this.
Right. Now, the coronavirus, I know it's on the news nonstop 24/7. So, but it is spread through saliva. It's spread through, like, if I spit on you or cough on you, I do something of that nature, but through hand contact and stuff, it doesn't seem to be spreading that way. So, but do you think that we're like going to an extreme? I'll give you a quick example here. My kids are home from Dayton. I got two boys that go to Dayton University. There was a riot. I was watching on the news. There was a riot. I got to talk to them about this. 1,000 kids because they didn't want to leave. Okay. Now classes have been canceled. They're saying, you guys got to get the heck out of here. And they didn't want to leave because they knew if there's no classes, they can stay. You know, they kind of like to drink a lot at that campus. That is not a lie. I mean, everybody who goes to Dayton knows that, and that's one of the drawbacks. Catholic college too, but I have my daughter at Walsh, and they stopped all the classes. Ironically, there are no classes going on, but everything else is going on. Basketball games, dorm rooms, activities. You name it, cafeteria, the whole thing, but just no classes. So I thought all that was very strange. But are we just like going overboard with this whole Corona thing? What do you think about that?
Well, I think it depends on what the sphere is, Joe. I mean, I think in a general context, yes, we are. To your point, as far as your kids in college, the same kind of thing is going on in Italy. Funny enough, they've suspended all these masses, both in the Vatican and all the other bishops in Italy. And yet, curiously, movie theaters and pharmacies and supermarkets and cafes, they're all still open. So that's okay, apparently, but not mass.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
good
you
point.
know,
That is an excellent point when you start talking about it in that respect. Yeah, and mass. And you were saying too that, you know, the Vatican is its own country. So it doesn't have to take any orders from Italy, the government of Italy, but yet it seems like they're doing that.
Yeah, they capitulated. I mean, no, they do not have to take any orders from the government of Italy. It was just that these were things that the secular government of Italy was recommending, and both the Vatican and, I guess by extension, all the other bishops within Italy itself, they capitulated and they went along with it. So,
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at St. Peter's right now, it's a ghost town.
yeah, it's amazing, absolutely amazing, it's frightful, very very frightful. So uh, the precautions that we're taking, I think they are far outweighing the effects of this coronavirus right now. No one has died in Ohio. There's four that have it, and they're all in the Cleveland area. So, for whatever that's worth, maybe we got to get out of here. But there's four of them. But 40,000 people die in car accidents every year. God only knows how many people die from the natural flu every year. I think we've got to look at this maybe with a keener eye. But who knows if it's going to expand? We don't know. And I get the thing. But you had an interesting theory, I thought, about a couple countries that do have the epidemic.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is this suppression, suppression on the tongue. Um, by the way, just quickly, I want everybody watching to know you cannot be forced to receive in the hand if you don't want to. Not even the bishop that power. Only the Pope himself has the power to change the universal norms of the church. And if you doubt me, you can go look up some canonists in Rome and they will tell you as much. But as far as your question, Joe, it seems to me, and this is, I guess, something that, everybody watching can just sort of let this percolate. In September of 2018, the Vatican and the Communist government of China signed an agreement, which was basically the first of its kind that allowed formerly excommunicated bishops that were recommended, that were approved, quote unquote, by the Chinese government to be valid bishops within the Catholic Church. So Francis is trying to slowly bridge the gap here with China and giving them some concessions. And it's very strange that, just think about this, folks, connect the dots. What are the two worst places hit on earth? Two countries that have been, in one way or another, completely locked down: Italy and China, which is where the Vatican resides. So maybe, just maybe, follow me on this, somebody's trying to say something here.
Okay,
Maybe.
God is trying to get our attention in more ways than one. Absolutely. Well, we'll be following this coronavirus closer every day, and stay close to the Lord. Keep praying, and God bless. We'll see you next time. Thanks.